Hello, dear friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to our very good channel. Yes, you heard that Trump wants to send his army, and you think it's a joke, or probably you will see them parading on Eagle Square. You see the U.S. Army doing parade. They have already swingled into action. Abala ọrụ, abala ọhịa. A ga na-agụrụ these terrorists, these Fulani headsmen, I'm gonna go her one by each. I am telling you, that is what Trump said he would do, and he would do it. They know how best to visualize these people from afar and target at them. See, you people foolishly will be saying, where are they? It will never happen. They will never come. It has happened before. They came and they rescued their people from the hand of terrorists in the east. That time, it was I think about 7 years ago, thereabout. They captured health workers that came from the US, and these people wired from there and rescued their own people and went back to America without Nigerian government announcing it. They knew it happened, but they will never announce it. So for you to think they will announce what the US Army are doing to them right now, then you will have to think again, because Nigeria knows how to do propaganda and cover up stories. All right, so let's hear the details. I'll be right back.
My people, sometimes I just laugh. When I laugh, I'm angry, but I just have to laugh. Tinubu went to make a speech in Abuja, but today as we speak, I call it, it's a bit too late. Now everything has been spilled out. So making a speech about you curbing terrorism, I'm sorry, it's a bit too late. You and your government had 10 years to solve this problem. You did nothing about it. So now you are crying us a river. America is not even paying attention to what he said, because they know the truth. They took their time, 16 good years. Oh my God. 16 evil years, I would say. Watching how Christians were persecuted, killed, martyred, through genocide, blasphemy, you name it. They saw the death of Deborah, and the culprits, even though they showed the evidence used, the matches used to burn her, they were all set free by the Sharia states, the 12 Sharia states. So if Tinubu wants to do anything, start from in-house. Abolish the 12 Sharia states in Nigeria. I know you can do it because you don't have the power to do it. Your hands are tied. You are more like a lame duck in Nigeria. All you are doing is playing to the gallery, but you cannot fool America. Tinubu, America is coming to protect the Christians. You came with the Muslim ticket. Where you being the president, you were Muslim, and your vice was the Muslim. That was the first slap on the face of the Christians. It came from you. You were the one that imposed Buhari on us, an Islamic jihadist sympathizer. Somebody who was a patron of the Boko Haram. You imposed him on us. You took away a Christian, good Lord Jonathan, from power. So this nonsense you are doing here, playing to the gallery, is nothing but a charade. You are wasting your time. America is not listening to Tinubu as we speak. They've called bluff the stupid speech he made this morning. But if you doubt me, let us play and listen to the media where they are speaking about the reaction from America over the Tinubu so-called speech on fighting terror. They had 16 years to solve it out. They didn't do it. He's playing to the gallery. It's too late. So listen to what is happening in America, and I'll come back with my final analysis. Listen.
Now, joining us live from Washington, D.C. is Anyeze Osakwe to bring us updates on reactions to Tinubu's speech addressing United States President Donald Trump, redesignating Nigeria as a country of particular concern. Good morning, Anyeze. Good to see you on the morning show.
Good morning. Good to be with you all.
All right, excellent. So now that President Tinubu has spoken, have you seen any reactions there in Washington based on the president's speech?
You know, it's significant that we heard from President Tinubu because ever since this story first broke last week, or last weekend, we'd kind of been wondering when we would hear from him. We heard from different members of the administration, from the Chief of Defense, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Minister of Information. So it's good that we finally heard from President Tinubu himself speaking in Abuja just yesterday. And, you know, when it comes to the reactions, I mean, President Tinubu did say that they were engaging with the world diplomatically and that, you know, he vowed to end terrorism. But when it comes to the reactions to that speech here in the US, we really haven't seen that many. I mean, it might be due to the fact that the speech or the declaration itself was somewhat wedged into a larger speech about Eurobonds. So, you know, it was just a couple of seconds that the president actually addressed it, as opposed to President Trump, who is, you know, dedicated an entire video to designating Nigeria as a country of particular concern. But as far as the big media outlets here, CNN, Fox News that we were talking about yesterday, New York Times, Wall Street Journal, and the likes, we really haven't seen them respond to these comments from President Tinubu.
They will not respond, my sister. Please don't waste the time. The die is cast. We have crossed the Rubicon. The die is cast. The water of Nigeria has run 100. Oyibo. Their water has run 100. The die is cast. So America will not waste their time listening to a dead animal that claims to be a president. He was there when these things were happening. He said nothing about it. He was there. People being killed, Christians being slaughtered like chicken, being killed like chicken every day. He did nothing about it. In fact, what he said was he ain't going to deal with, Boko Haram or speak about insecurity, because if he does it, those that rule the government, those that own Nigeria, they will kill him. His life will be in danger. Those were his words, that he wasn't going to speak about terrorism because they will come after his life. How can somebody be a president and doing that? All he's after is taking loans, doing shady deals with China. Today we are hearing that China paid this man $1.3 billion mining rights to come and mine the resource from Biafra land and all across Nigeria and the Christians area. Think about that. This is what we are hearing. How about how he goes around the whole world taking loans? That's what we hear from him. Loans, loans, loans. Terrorism is happening, doesn't care about it. The genocide is happening, not caring about it. Until USA came to hit the sledgehammer. Said, no, enough for that, it's enough. And now he's pretending to be speaking. You see, he can fool the gullible ones, but they cannot fool America, God's own country. The chicken has come home to roost. They were playing to the gallery all this while, using lives of human beings for politics. The chicken has come home to roost. America has gathered all their facts. You cannot mess with the CIA when it comes to the information. They have all the data. They have all the facts. So no speech from this man will solve any problem. That zoo called Nigeria will be no more. Because the killing must stop. The killing of the Christians must stop. Enough of this madness. Let's continue.
We also haven't seen government officials here, President Trump, Ted Cruz, all of the people who've been at the forefront of this conversation, calling this Christian genocide in Nigeria reality. None of them have responded publicly to President Tinubu's speech. And,
they will not respond, my sister, please. Look, well, I know you're reporting from America to Nigeria, but they will not respond. The die is cast. The die is cast. We've done our job. We've done our job now. We took our time. Things happening and that so-called president refused to respond. Genocide all across the country, and that man refused to respond. All he did was create a cabal. He put a state on emergency in where? In River State. A peaceful state. But the other states where terrorism are at an all-time high, he has never called a state of emergency on those ones. What is that? Just to quickly make his money and leave town. make his money and move to France to chill and have a good time there. I've got news for him. The chicken has come home to roost. The games are up. I call this one a game over. The games are up. America is stepping in, and there is nothing China can do when the USA steps in. We ain't got no business with China. The Chinese man, the China man, the yellow man, we have no business with them in Biafra land. They cannot stop the might of America. The Christians must be set free. It's a vow that's been written in the sand. But continue. Nobody will respond to that nonsense he said. But continue.
In terms of thinking about this as a diplomatic situation, it makes me recall an incident from earlier this summer when President Trump was meeting with the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and other EU leaders, and he literally paused that meeting to go and call President Putin. I mean, that was such a striking moment, and it kind of made me think, is there a chance that President Tinubu and President Trump will speak on the phone? Is there a meeting that's scheduled? Because as far as the diplomatic conversations between the U.S. and Nigeria as they stand now, there's still a lot of ambiguity, despite the fact that President Tinubu says that they're engaging diplomatically.
Now you're speaking my language. There are lots of ambiguity. As we speak, there is no ambassador to Nigeria in America. Do you know why? Because they want to keep things in-house. They want to shield everything in-house. They want to do their shady deals and make sure the whole world does not interfere. They felt they could do the 419 to the whole world. Hide things from America. Hide things from the world. This man struck a deal with China. $1.3 billion mining contract with China. And not even the local media of Nigeria knew about it. There was a hush, silence. Just this man and his family were enjoying this money. And guess what? When the Chinese came to mine those resources, it behooves on them to go to those lands, and those lands are occupied by the Christians. Hence, they send the headsmen to go out there, kill and chase people away. Commit a genocide, chase people away. People run away from their community. Do you know what it means to run away from your community? Your neighborhood, your village? Do you know what it means? As we speak, over 6 million people are now in IDP camps. They are lying that it's just 2 million. As we speak, they are over 6 million people. And all their lands have been reoccupied by the Islamic Caliphate. The Islamic militias, their children, their family, their relatives, their distant relatives from Mali, Burkina Faso, all them countries. They come to Nigeria without visa or documents, but because they are Fulanis, they are given a free entry. The government once said that every Fulani man does not need documentations to come into Nigeria. These were the words of your Nigerian government, or the Nigerian government. And they said even the terrorists can vie for the biggest positions in Nigeria. Terrorists can become president in Nigeria. I may have to put that video at the end of this one to blow your mind. You'll be shocked that terrorists, the military were saying the terrorists, if they can make peace with them, do a deal with them, a partnership with them, they can be presidents in Nigeria. Continue, my dear. Continue.
We haven't seen that as the public and as the media. Is there a chance that President Tinubu and President Trump will speak on the phone? Is there a meeting that's scheduled? Because as far as the diplomatic conversations between the U.S. and Nigeria as they stand now, there's still a lot of ambiguity, despite the fact that President Tinubu says that they're engaging diplomatically. We haven't seen that as the public and as the media. It hasn't been clear to us.
Okay, so later today, one of the congressmen Trump asked to look into the issue, Raleigh Moore, will introduce a resolution on the persecution of Christians in Nigeria. So what more do we know about this step and the growing opposition from the other U.S. Officials against Trump's military plans?
Rufai, hold it there for me. Rufai Seni. Rufai Seni. Oh, Seni Jaguar. God, you make me laugh and blush sometimes. Bro, forget that thing. Rufai. I warned you here, say, you keep on saying you believe in Nigeria. God bless Nigeria. You believe in your government. You believe in the police. You believe in the army. You believe in the navy. You believe in the politicians, that the politicians can do better. You believe that one day Nigeria go better. Nigeria go better. Nigeria go better. Nigeria go better. Oh, Nigeria go. Rufai Oseni Jaguar. I warned you. Oseni Jaguar. I warned you. That this thing you are doing, one day, it will come around and bite you in the bum. Today as we speak, the Nigeria you love today, you shall see no more. I warned you because they crowned you the best journalist in Nigeria. Rufai. So I was expecting you to know better. I was expecting you to be able to see through your nose. Do a deep dive into the situation and see what is going on. Go through the nitty-gritties of Nigeria. See how things are going there. Things are not normal. That's not a country. That's not a yardstick to judge a real country. You know these things, but you pretend you are calling on Jesus. You are praying, saying you believe in Nigeria. God bless Nigeria. What the hell will God bless in that your zoo called Nigeria? What the hell will you think will make you to feel like God will come and bless a criminal enterprise like Nigeria? Rufai, you fall my hand big time. You fall my hand big time. It's always, I go to laugh because what I know, I expect you to know those things. The trajectory of that zoo called Nigeria, that in so many countries, they don't have ambassadors. What does that tell you? Somebody to be in a foreign country, to champion, to be an ear of your country in those countries. Ambassadors. To sell the image of Nigeria. This man said, Emi Lokon, Egbekini Iwa, Emi Lokon. Now my turn is day. His own plan is to chop. He thought it's the same thing as Lagos that he's doing. He has conquered and consumed Lagos. And now he's taking it to the national front and he's doing the same thing in Nigeria. And you animals are saying you believe in Nigeria. God bless Nigeria. To hell with you and your zoo called Nigeria. That damnable republic called Nigeria. To hell with you and your zoo called Nigeria. That zoo is gone. That shithole called Nigeria is gone. That disgraced country called Nigeria is gone. It is not God bless Nigeria. It is God damn that zoo called Nigeria. God damn it. The Nigeria you know today, you will know no more. I hate Nigeria with a passion. I hate that zoo with a passion. Don't tell me about God blessing a satanic Islamic country where Sharia and blasphemy is the order of the day, and you're saying God bless. To hell with you and the God you are calling to bless them, because the God we serve is a just God. Our God we serve is a just God. The only thing a just God will do to Nigeria is to bring hell upon that zoo called Nigeria, is to punish that zoo called Nigeria. That zoo is going down. Whether the devil likes it or not, that zoo is going down. I give you 90 days. We're on the countdown. 90 days, we're on the countdown. From the day Trump made a speech till the 2nd of February, 90 days. I bet you all, the zoo you know today, you will know no more. Rufai, you fall my hand though, because I love you so much. I respect you so much. And I expect you to keep it real. Keep it real when you are speaking. Don't come with this kind of pastoral, tendencies. We pray, God bless, God bless, God bless. To hell with you and that God you are calling on. Because the God we know is a God, is a just God. The God of justice. That brings down the law of Ma'at, balance. Whatever you get or whatever you give, you will receive. Seed time and harvest. Whatever you sow, you shall reap. The law of seed time and harvest. God vowed in the books of the Bible. He said he will never let go this country as long as the law of seed time and harvest remains on this world. That's already judgment. Seed time and harvest is judgment. You don't have to wait till you die to be judged. God said, as a promise, he will never destroy the world with flood anymore, as long as the principles, the laws of the seed time and harvest exist in this world. So when you look at it, when you do good, you receive good. When you do evil, you receive evil.